The first perk I want to talk about is that you can save up to $100 on qualifying purchases. So I imagine if you shop at Home Depot frequently, you've been asked in the checkout line to sign up for a card. What's nice is that they offer you right off the bat for signing up to save money on qualifying purchases. So if you make a purchase that's $25 or more, you'll get $25 off, $50 off of $300 or more spent, and $100 off orders of $1,000 and over. So that's a nice perk right off the bat. The next perk is that you get up to 1 year of returns. You can return pretty much anything, which is nice compared to, I think usually it's like 90 days that you can return items. So you get up to a year. This is another great one that I've experienced a lot. Sometimes I've forgotten my wallet in my van or at a job. With this perk, you can shop in store without your card. So as long as you have your driver's license or a valid ID, they can look up your account in the system. You can also text SHOP SHOP to 71469 to get your temporary shopping pass. So that's really convenient. If you're out on a job, you got a million things that you're thinking about, you happen to forget your wallet. Next up, we have fraud protection. There's a $0 liability on unauthorized charges. Another perk too is that it's relatively easy to get approved for this card, especially if you go to a store and sign up. There's a much higher likelihood of you getting approved in the store. It's also very fast. You'll get an answer typically in minutes. From my own experience, getting your credit limit increased is also easy. They can do that in the store while you're in the checkout line. Now, I'm not saying that I recommend this, but there was an instance where I was doing a lot of spending for my van and I happened to unknowingly hit their credit limit on my previous transaction like a day ago. So I went to go check out and I didn't have enough credit. The cashier asked me if I wanted to increase my credit limit. So she called credit services. I spoke to someone on the phone and this was all done in about 5-6 minutes. I kind of just gave them the same information that I did upon signing up, and that was enough to validate me to increase my credit limit. I had a big cart with me at the time too, so I didn't have to put all those items back. I could continue with my purchase. So it's designed to make it easy for you to get approved and for you to do the spending that you need to do. All right, now let's talk about the real perks of this card. This is what initially drew me to the card and helped me outfit my van, and that is the deferred interest promotions that they offer. You have an everyday deferred interest promotion offer if you make a purchase of $299 or more. And that's a 6-month interest-free financing promotion. So no matter what day it is, as long as you make a purchase that's $299 or more, you get access to that 6 months financing. They also offer a 12-month, 18-month, and 24-month financing, interest-free. That is available for new signups, the 12, 18, and 24. Now, you have to reach a certain spend threshold. In order to get 12 months interest-free, you have to spend between $299 and up to $998. So anywhere in between there. Then for 18 months, it's $999 minimum to $1,998 max. And then to get 24 months, it's $1,999 or more. And again, those are available automatically if it's your first time signing up for the card. Once you become a card member, those promotions are not available every day like the 6-month is. So you have to wait for either a physical piece of mail to come in, something like this, or you'll get an email with these offers. If you're planning on making a large tool purchase, I would kind of do some planning ahead of time and know what exactly you want to purchase so that you can meet those spend thresholds upon signing up. Another tip to note is that if you're shopping in store, you can actually ask a sales associate if there's any promotions going on and get access to those promotions if there are. So if you don't have any offers that you received in the mail or in your inbox, if you're in the store, you can ask an associate. And in my experience being a card member, there's some other offers and discounts that I want to mention here that I've gotten, and those are say like $15 off, $100 or more spent. They also will send you deferred interest promotions like the 12 months, 18 months for lower than the spend thresholds that I mentioned a minute ago. So for instance, you might get an offer where it's 6 months where the interest is deferred for $150 or more instead of $299. So those are good to watch out for. Just kind of plan, strategize, and use these offers to save the most money. And of course, like a lot of these offers that you receive are available for a limited time, typically, 2 months or so, 2-3 months. And also, I want to say, just as another perk too, in my experience, every time I've called in to customer support, they've been very friendly, been very helpful, and they get you taken care of. All right, now I want to touch on some of the nitty-gritty details of this card. I'm not going to go into every detail. I have the credit card manual here, but I just highlighted some things and I wanted to go over. If you wanted to, you can have a joint account with this card. However, the liability is split between each person, and so of course each person is liable for the entire balance of the account. Wanted to touch on the late fees. So the late fee is $29, and if you have another late payment within the next 6 billing cycles, the late fee will be $40. Your payment due date is typically on the same day each month, but you can call in and request a different day if you choose. All right, and then I wanted to touch on the minimum payment due each month. Either $29 is your minimum payment, or it's 1% of the total outstanding balance that you have on the card, whichever is greater. And lastly, your credit limit is obviously based on various factors, but it says here in this manual that some credit limits may be as low as $300. That's just something to keep in mind. Hey, I hope you got some value out of this video and that it clarified some of the questions that you had around this card, or just informed you a little bit more. If you've got any other questions that you'd like me to answer, feel free to drop them in the comments below. Also, if you're familiar with this card and you think I missed something, please let me know in the comments as well. So until next time, take care and be well.